I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, I'm Russ Brown, Hemet's current mayor. On November 11th, we celebrate Veterans Day. But because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we must pay tribute to our veterans in a different way. Like so many other time-honored events that have been canceled this year, we find it necessary to break from our community's long-standing tradition of celebrating this day at the Veterans Memorial in Gibble Park. Instead, we must conduct this virtual ceremony to ensure the public safety and especially that of our most honored. One part of this tradition carries on, and I extend my sincere appreciation to the Hemet Exchange Club and to the many community volunteers who spend time setting up the field of flags as a stunning reminder of how important this day is. Veterans Day is a day of remembrance, a time to recognize and appreciate the service of all military veterans, regardless of where or when they may have served. As I offer these words commemorating this day, please enjoy the images of our Hemet city staff and citizens who have served in the military. We pay tribute to veterans because we are a nation whose freedom was guaranteed by all who have served, and because it's the right thing to do. It's important to celebrate their service, whether they fought during times of war or not, for their service was to preserve the peace. And for some battle scars, disabling injuries, and prolonged illnesses keep their memories fresh in their minds. They deserve the assurance from a grateful nation that their sacrifices helped enable all of us enjoy the freedoms that we cherish today. We should all recognize the men and women who, as I speak, are currently serving, defending and preserving freedom. The sacrifices and accomplishments made by today's generation of patriots are a reminder that tyranny and evil will not prevail. I thought I might try to describe what this day means to me. As a veteran myself, I thought that would be a pretty easy task. But to be honest with you, as I was preparing my comments and these remarks, I became lost in thought and memories. I thought of my own experiences, remembered old friends and missing comrades. I pondered about what links veterans together, but it's often a difficult thing to describe. So I thought I would share some comments written by an anonymous veteran entitled Understanding Military Veterans. We left home as teenagers or in our early 20s for an unknown adventure. We loved our country enough to defend it and protect it with our own lives. We said goodbye to friends and family and everything that we knew. We learned the basics, and then we scattered to the four corners of the earth. We found new friends and new family. We became brothers and sisters, regardless of race, color, or creed. We enjoyed plenty of good times and endured plenty of bad times. We didn't eat and we didn't sleep enough, and we sometimes smoked and drank too much. We picked up both good and bad habits. We worked hard and we played even harder. We didn't earn a great wage. We experienced the happiness of mail call and the sadness of missing important events with friends and family. We didn't know when or even if we were ever going to see home. We grew up fast, and yet somehow we never really grew up at all. We fought for our freedom, as well as the freedom of others. Some of us saw actual combat, and some of us didn't. Some of us saw the world, and some of us didn't. Some of us dealt with physical warfare. Most of us dealt with psychological warfare. We have seen and experienced and dealt with things that we really can't fully describe or explain, as not all of our sacrifices were physical. We participated in time-honored ceremonies and rituals with each other, strengthening our bonds and camaraderie. We counted on each other to get our job done, and sometimes just to survive. We have dealt with victory and tragedy. We have celebrated and mourned. We have lost a few along the way. When our adventure was over, some of us went back home. Some of us started somewhere new, and some of us never came home at all. We have told amazing and hilarious stories of our exploits and adventures, and we share an unspoken bond with each other that most people don't experience and few will understand. We speak highly of our own branch of service and poke fun at the other branches, but we know that if needed, we will be there for our brothers and sisters and stand together as one in a heartbeat. Being a veteran is something that has to be earned, and it can never be taken away. It has no monetary value, but at the same time, it's a priceless gift. People see a veteran and they thank them for their service. When we see each other, we give that little upwards head nod or a slight smile, knowing that we have experienced things that most people have not. For myself and the rest of the veterans out there, I commend and thank you for what you have done and sacrificed for your country. Try to remember the good times and make peace with the bad times. Share your stories, but most importantly, stand tall, stand proud, because you have earned the right to be called a veteran. I'm a veteran, and I would do it all over again. Great words. So let me leave you with this thought. Let's turn words into action by honoring our obligations to our veterans, just as they honored their obligation to all of us. Make it a point, not just today, but every day, to thank them for what they have done and are doing to ensure a safer and more peaceful world. God bless you, and happy Veterans Day.